Standard 24B. I can summarize the fundamental ideas and institutions of Western civilizations that originated in Greece and Rome. So for this one, we're comparing and contrasting Greece and Rome. So let's look at Greece first. So Greece created the idea of a senate. So a senate is basically an assembly of high-ranking officials in a government who deliberate and decide on laws and decisions to be made for a country or for a region. So Greece invented this idea of a senate, and that word might sound familiar to you because the United States actually has a senate today. We have a senate and a House of Representatives in our legislative branch of the government. So we got that idea from Greece. The second idea from Greece was the direct vote by citizens. So this form of democracy is called a direct democracy. The citizens literally and directly vote on each law that they want to pass. So the idea of a direct democracy came from Greece. So now let's talk about Rome. Rome created the idea of a representative democracy. So this republican form of government was based on elected representatives. So instead of citizens voting on laws directly, citizens vote for representatives who then vote on laws for them. The United States has a representative democracy today. We do not vote directly on laws as citizens. We vote for representatives to represent us in those decision-making process. The next thing that Rome invented was the idea of the rule of law. Now, the rule of law means that a society relies on laws to keep a just and ordered society. So laws are the law of the land. As long as they are consistent and fair, everybody must answer to the law. So here's an example of how this standard might appear on a test. The question is, which right was enjoyed by the citizens of ancient Athens? So, what do you think the answer might be? Let's break apart the question real fast. So, when we say citizens, and we're talking about ancient Athens, we're talking about Greece. So, who were the citizens of Greece? Well, citizens were only adult men. So, women, children, slaves were not considered citizens in Athens. Only the adult free men were. So the right we're talking about here is only enjoyed by the adult free men. So let's look at the answer choices and see what we got. A, the right to worship any religion freely. B, the right to attend school. C, the right to serve in the Athenian army. And D, the right to vote in elections. So we know that ancient Athens was a democracy. And in the case of a democracy, citizens are allowed to vote. So D sounds pretty good. Those citizens, those adult men, were allowed to vote in elections in ancient Athens. That is a true statement. As for A, B, and C, these different characteristics don't just describe rights that were enjoyed by citizens or don't describe characteristics of Athens at all. The right to worship any religion freely, that was not accepted. The right to attend school and the right to serve in the Athenian army were not exclusive to adult men. So the correct answer would be D, the right to vote in elections.